Hey everyone, it's Joe the 50-something Dasher, and in today's video, I want to talk about a kind of something that happened to me on just here a couple days ago, Friday morning in a dash, and it's a subject I've kind of talked about before, but I just wanted to tell this story from Friday morning and kind of hit on the subject again. But I got a $6 and whatever it was order for Burger King. Okay, so I go to Burger King, pull up. There's nobody there in the parking lot or at the drive-through. The place is like empty. But okay, but I still park. Go up to the door. The door is locked, and I don't see anybody at all inside the store. I figure it's closed. Um, but I still want to follow all the proper procedures here. So I pull up to the drive-through speaker, which is the menu is lit like the store is open, and I sit there for about a minute, 90 seconds, something like that. Nobody's coming on, and I turn the car around, park in a parking spot. I'm gonna mark the store as being closed. As I get out of the car, there's two other cars in the drive-through line. The second car guy rolls down the window. It's another Dasher, and he says something about he said, has anybody like talked to you yet about the this store being closed? I said, no, nobody said anything to me, but I said it's closed because nobody's coming on this speaker, and I looked inside and I don't see anybody. And then he starts going on and on about like, yeah, how can a place like this at 8:39 in the morning, whatever time it was, yeah, I just don't understand how this can be closed. This is crazy. And I said, yeah, I'm a DoorDash driver, and so I have to I have to mark an order as closed or what. And yeah, and he was like, yeah, I'm a driver too. And he said, I just got a $16 plus order that was only like 9 miles, and so I was all kind of excited for it. And then the store's closed. Now I gotta call DoorDash support, and now, and that's where I kind of stopped him. So you, any dashers out here watching this, okay, so you'll be wasting some valuable time here if you go to call in these situations. Call DoorDash support, please. You don't have to do that. Don't call support when the store is closed. All you have to do is hit your question mark, store has an issue, store is closed, and take your picture. Now, it makes it really nice if I've had these cases before where the drive-through screen, the menu is completely like black and turned off. The obvious picture to take right there proving the store is closed. Now, I've had other instances where a business will actually put a note or something on the window, store is closed, and you can take a picture of that. This was a little bit, neither one of those options was available for me this morning. But what I did do in this case was I just because you could clearly see the inside of the store, the dining room, all the lights were off, there wasn't anybody in there, whatever. So I just put my phone up to the door, the glass door window, and just took a picture of the empty dining room, and I submitted that. And then the other dasher that I just mentioned, who thought you had to call support. So as soon as I took my picture and submitted it, I got the message that I got the half pay, $3 and whatever. And then I told the guy, I said, yeah, I just got my half pay. And he's like, "Oh, really?" And then so he gets out of his car and does the same thing. It was kind of funny because there was four dashers there. I don't think there was any like other like just regular foot traffic customers. It was like four DoorDash drivers, me and that guy, and then there was a girl, and then a just as I was finishing things up, there another dasher came. Anyway, so I close out my order, tell him about it. He closes out his order. I come back to my car. What do you think my next offer is? My next offer that I get is the $16 order that other dasher just dropped. Now, another piece of advice. Okay, so number one, don't call DoorDash support, and also along with that, you're gonna that's gonna maybe add aggravation to the situation, because I one time kind of similar situation. I told the story before. I had a DoorDash customer service agent try to pick a fight with me. So because there's in my opinion, there's two different situations here. There's when a store is actually closed, and that's not the same as when there are staff members there, but they can't process any orders because of systems issue. That's something totally different. The store's not closed. It's open and there's staff there. They just can't process orders. And I had a agent fight with me one time. No, you need to mark the store as closed. And I said, I'm not doing that. And then, but fortunately, I got the prompt from the system that I could drop it penalty free because it was coming up on 10 minutes. And, um, okay, so I lost my train of thought. um, oh, so the second piece of advice here in these situations: if you mark a store as closed, then the system immediately gives you another offer for that same store, like it did with me. That gave me that $16 order that other guy just dropped. Take it. Take that order. Mark that the store is closed. Take your picture again. Get the half pay on that. Couple things about this. Number one, it's not your fault that this system continues to give out these orders. That's not your concern. Secondly, if I take the mindset that, well, I just marked a store as closed and they're sending me another offer this store, so I'm going to decline it because why take it? I know the store is closed, so I'm going to decline. Well, don't do that, because that's going to go against your acceptance rate. So I'm not going to take dings on my acceptance rate because the system can't, put a freeze on orders for that store and they keep sending out orders. That's not my problem. So I'll sit there for however I'll sit there for an hour or two. If you just want to just keep recycling these orders, give me the order. Okay, I'll accept it. I'll mark the store as closed. I'll get my half pay. Give me another order for that store. I'll accept it. Mark store as closed. Get my half pay. You want me to play that game and sit there and keep collecting this half pay on, and I think I've done it. Like, I think that one time at the McDonald's, it's been a while back, but I think I did 3 consecutive orders like that. I've done two to three in a row a couple times, and then it'll give me something else. Um, but yeah, that's how I handle that. And so I want to pose the question, and if anybody has thoughts on this or whatever, comment below. But why do you think I mean, I could understand maybe wanting to see like two different dashers marking something as closed. Uh, you don't want to just take one dasher's word for it and put a freeze on a restaurant in the system. But at what point, I mean, don't you think if, like I said, in this situation, there was four dashers there and all four of us are marking the store is closed. Okay, well, hello, DoorDash system. I mean, you got multiple dashers saying the store is closed. Why does the system continue to kick out those orders? And so just, I mean, just think of how much money DoorDash is like throwing out there to the drivers, wasted money on, so like that extra $8. So the $3 I got for my initial order that I marked for stores closed, okay, $3, it is what it is. But then that $8 that I got for marking a store's closed, that a dasher just 30 seconds before me did the same thing. You paid $8 to him. You paid $8 to me. Are you going to pay that $8 to like 5 or 6 more dashers here? So that, I mean, that is like, and just think of this thing happening, all across all the different markets on a, it's probably a daily basis. That is a lot of money that they're wasting on those situations. And I don't know if anybody has a guess, or maybe I don't know, maybe somebody watching has some kind of a theory on why doesn't the system shut things down on a store sooner than or does it even shut things down at all? That $16 order, I mean, what did it go out to 30 different drivers? Or, I mean, what the heck? I don't know. That's kind of a mystery to me, but like I said, if you have any thoughts about that, opinions or whatever, just, let me know in the comments. But, so again, the two things I would recommend, don't call support on that. They've made it a pretty seamless, set of steps that you just do in the app. It's really quick. It takes like, 10-15 seconds to go through. Store has an issue, store is closed, take your picture, boom. And then, I got the half pay message like immediately. I mean, it's super, super quick. You go to call DoorDash support, you're talking like, 10, 15 minutes, maybe, and they're going to put you on hold and they're going to try to call the store and this and that and this. It's just a huge waste of time. And then, like I said, sit there. And if after you drop that, sit there, if you get another order for that same restaurant, take it. And just repeat the process. Like I said, it's not your fault that the system can't put a freeze on that store until the, DoorDash team can kind of like, investigate the situation. You would just think after 2 or 3 orders that the store is closed is marked by different dashers, you would think that a lock would be put in on that store and then somebody would be jumping in to try to contact the store, figure out what was going on. You would think, but I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be safe out there driving.